Hi and welcome along to the weekend preview, the show where we preview all the games coming up at the weekend. Of course, it's the FA Cup weekend, so I'm going. See you later.
We'll go together, bro. Let's get back together.
Oh my God. But listen, we're going to be previewing those games. We've got Nicky from West Ham Fan TV in the building, Doyle representing Liverpool Cop TV. We got Abbi Summers. I thought she was gone. I thought she was away on holiday, but she's off tomorrow.
Gave you one more.
Coincidence, isn't it?
The Maldives
Big game tomorrow. Big game tomorrow, and she's off. But listen, we'll find you. Don't worry, right? We got Abbi representing Tottenham, and ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Matisse, finalist in the Carabao Cup. Right? We said it on Tuesday. They go, yeah. Anyhow, you don't beat Middlesbrough. We're coming for you, but we have to say it was emphatic. 6-1, absolutely destroyed Middlesbrough. Any of them Man United fans out there were saying, let's get Carrick in. I wonder if they're still saying that after that. He got his tactics completely wrong. And you did a great job.
Yeah, had to be done, man. Because if we lost that, our fan base would have imploded, and rightly so. Because that was like all we had for the season. We're not doing great in the league. So now we face Liverpool again. I was just saying to Doyle before we started that if we lose to them for the third time in a row, I'm not going to be able to look him in the eye, and AGT as well. So we have to go to Wembley now. We have to finish the job off. We have to win.
Look at Henges. Look at Henges.
And I was about to say that. You know, unit, lad. He's come like that to threaten me, and lad. He's come with his hen shirt on stage. Fine, old bruv, yeah.
We're going to call him Adama from now. Adama Matisse.
Got the guns
I'm stressed because we got Villa tomorrow. Like literally, the turnaround's crazy. We need to win that as well because we need to go as far as we can in both cups.
You're away tomorrow.
Home, yeah.
Do you know Cold Palmer?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Did you make that up?
I did, yeah. On here.
The first,
here. On here, yeah.
You're the first one to come with that.
Yeah, well, I think
you
so.
You needed to copyright that because now look.
It's everywhere, yeah.
It's everywhere.
Listen, guys.
It's mad, isn't it?
No, seriously.
It literally was you.
It was here, yeah.
I think it was.
Matisse made up Cold Palmer, and now it's become Cold Palmer. He's got his celebration. Cold
you should message him and say, you owe me.
Yeah, you owe me 10 grand.
20 quid, probably. He's handling business. You know what I mean? I'm happy to give ideas, no problem.
Yeah, just keep scoring.
Keep scoring, man.
Imagine if you'd have done copyright of the merch of Cold Palmer. As soon as you said
Imagine if you'd have done copyright of the merch.
She called it Pen Palmer last show.
Yeah, Pen Palmer.
And then he scored 2 open play goals. So that's
he literally played Borough.
He's
been unbelievable for us.
What signing he's been for you guys. Where would you be without him?
Oh, exactly. Where would we be? He didn't even start the season with us. We missed him for a few games. He was at City doing business for them. So getting a couple of cups for the season start. So yeah, he's been unbelievable. To come in at that age and just take control of the team and be a leader. He could have had an assist as well. Disassi miskicked his shot. So yeah, he's just been immense, man. Love the guy.
I'm so surprised they let him go because he really started the season well.
He did.
Well, he said he didn't want to actually leave. He said he wanted to go on loan and play. Yeah. And then they said, obviously, you can't go on loan. You either have to go or you stay. And I mean, he made the right choice in terms of being able to actually play football.
He should be in the England squad.
He scored a great goal against us in the Community Shield. Remember?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a top player.
Keeps on playing like that. He's going to get a move to a big club soon.
Just like Kudus. I'm sure Kudus will go same place as him.
Don't worry about that.
But I think he should be in the England squad if he keeps this up.
Oh, yeah.
Surely,
without a doubt.
Yeah, I really do.
And the confidence. He's so confident, isn't he? He's like, as a new player, young. The way he's come with all the players, all the money they've spent, and he's just literally just come and taken the mantle.
When you watch him, he's just loads of little flicks around the corner, little nutmegs. He's just
he's got a point
class act, man.
He's definitely got a point to prove.
Great.
But since City let him go, and he just let loads of players go with loads and loads of talent, since he's went to use, he's just got a point to prove to them. Look how good I am. Look what you've let go, lads. That's what he's doing, right?
Yeah. And your game last night, you set up the final with Chelsea, Liverpool. Chance of the quadruple now.
I don't know about that one there. Also, if we did win all 4 trophies, would you call it a quadruple? Because it is a European trophy, right? But it's just not the best one. Would you actually let us have that? Fair play. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that just in case we do it. We've got it all on clip, yeah? They all said it's a quadruple if we win it.
Are you going to let's get this on clip now?
No. Hell no. Ain't no team ever won the quadruple. We're not going to do it. But I'm happy to get through and get to the final.
It was a good game in the end.
It's what you said.
Yeah, they got one back. back, and it was a bit nervy for you guys. Well, actually, I say nervy, but you controlled it well. Like Klopp did well. He brought on Konate and that, and sort of locked it down, didn't he?
Klopp's got I don't know if you've seen his stats, but we've got the most goals scored from substitutes, and it's by a heavy amount. It's like 20, and we've got 30, and the next one's 20. So he's getting his tactics.
Next thing to use Arsenal.
It's brilliant. He's getting his tactics really spot on all the time. And Jota came on, had a great game as well. He didn't score, but he just caused a fuss in that back line. And I've seen him and Izzy Diop have a little scrap as well, and Diop ended up scoring. But it was one of them games. Fulham pose a threat, mate, and they're a good team. They are, and they showed it yesterday.
They're half decent.
They're all right.
Willian, that guy, you watch him and you're like... First of all, I think of him, where was that when you came to Arsenal? He didn't really, but he's got such quality on the ball, man. You know what I mean? I think because at the end he was a bit tired. But everything he does is with such quality. He's such a good player. And he's doing really, you wouldn't think he's 36, eh?
I think he's loving playing on the left, because even when he went to you guys, he played on the right. And he played on the right his whole career for us, because obviously Hazard was on the left and he's obviously much better. But him playing on the left, just like giving him a bit of a rejuvenation, cutting in, being able to whip the ball in. So
I think
fair play to him. Fair play to him.
It's always been class, always been. The only really blemish was when he come to us.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I remember he started off this first game, he played against Fulham and he was brilliant. And then after that, it was...
he got the hat trick.
Yeah, but he was a really good game, not one-sided like your one, and it sets it up now.
Yes,
Liverpool versus Chelsea. That's a big final.
For the hat-trick, lad. In fact,
the last seven games have been draws.
Yeah,
they have awful.
Time,
So I can't call it, because even when we're miles better than them, a much better team, we still managed to draw. I remember we went 2-0 up against you guys. I think it was at Stamford Bridge.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is the one.
After the Lukaku interview,
I'm going to need you to win this. I'm going to need you to win this.
I'm going to need us to win it too, believe me.
Leave it.
Are we going to be doing a watch along here? Is this what we're going to do for
Klara
it?
Brixie says, as the League Cup final falls on the same day as Chelsea versus Spurs, Abbi will have no Spurs game that week, so Robbie, get her on the EFL final watch along.
Yeah, you're going to have to be in a red top on that day,
Abbi, are you worried? Are you worried?
No, do you know what it is? I wouldn't be worried, but it's the most Spursy thing that could probably happen. So that's what makes me worried.
If Pochettino,
first trophy available as well.
Pochettino, who never won a trophy at Spurs,
and like they're having such
Chelsea,
a shit season as well,
poor, and they win.
Yeah, it's just the Spurs.
And he breaks our bad Wembley.
Yeah,
Wembley.
that sounds
lost 5 in a row at Wembley.
It's
Pochettino, serial winner, comes in, wins the first trophy, comes in against Klopp. Against all the odds, you know what I mean?
He does the other side of Spursiness, and goes to a cup final, gets all the hype around it, and then loses to Liverpool like he did last time, lad.
In the he's a bit of revenge needed.
Yeah, remember?
A bit of revenge needed. It's true.
I mean, it wasn't a pen, but we're not going to go there. And he might do something wild again, like play Son at left back, like he did with us in multiple.
Hopefully.
So hopefully.
You're really.
Listen, I can't lie. I'm nervous about.
She's going to be
typical finalist. This is set up.
Proper Spursy. I'm actually happy the game's been moved though, as in our game, because it was on a Friday night, and I got tickets to go, and I had it before. Obviously, the game got moved, so I couldn't go to the game. So now it's been moved. I'll be there.
So are we playing you after or before? They're going to move that?
I think they'll probably move it after.
Okay, so if we win the cup, and then we come
might not be direct. It might not be directly after.
You just said you're going to win the cup.
No, I'm saying if we win the cup, we play you after.
Well, it might not be directly after. They might find a window.
All right,
I don't know. Just calm down, yeah?
I'm in final.
Let's ask in advance. Who do you think will win that final?
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
I'll back my team one-off game. Just say we're going to do it, Chelsea.
The mighty Reds, lad, we're going to get a hat-trick, a Wembley hat-trick like Anfield South, this, mate. Taz?
I fancy Chelsea in this one.
Why?
I don't know, because I just think it's the way the season's going for them. I think they've sort of like, they've had sort of such turmoil, even losing the first leg. Everyone's sort of laughing. I bet they win it. I bet you only win. I don't want them to see them win it. Don't get me wrong, but I bet they do.
To be fair, the other night, I mean, it was so stupid of Middlesbrough. Like, you go there, you play the high line, you play out from the back. I mean, why? You know that Chelsea really suffer.
I wonder who else does that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But we're not Middlesbrough. But at the same time, if you're going to Stamford Bridge and you're 14th in the Championship and you're 1-0 up, go there and play a low block. They hate a low block. Why have you gone there and tried to play expansive football? It's so it just was so ridiculous. Such a stupid thing to do. They were in control at that point.
You know the worst thing about it? They can't play out from the back.
No.
They were awful to play.
Terrible.
Literally every goal came from them trying to play it from the back.
And at that point, you've gone there with you're winning this tie. You know, just sit in, tuck in, defend for however long you have to defend for. Play a low block. Don't invite them on and just gift them goals.
Open goals everywhere.
I wouldn't have took the striker outside there after the centre circle. They should have just put everyone behind
compact.
it.
Just lump it up to
Be
you.
compact.
Right, so 2 for Chelsea, 2 for Liverpool. I got the deciding vote.
on, Robbie, lads.
Okay. Go on.
I have to go Liverpool, man.
Good lads.
Good.
Just because at the moment they're the best team. They've only lost 1 game this season.
Respect to that.
And they look strong.
Yeah.
They look strong, man. They'll have Salah back for that probably as well.
I hope so.
Final. Listen,
we definitely
I want
will
you to have everyone.
it will be a very close. Anytime these 2 teams play, it's close. Nothing in it. And Chelsea it wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea won it because they can raise it for those finals as well.
We've been good against the top teams.
Yeah, especially against us. You are good against us, lad. Even this season, you've got a draw.
Yeah. But it wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea won it, but I've got to go for Liverpool, I think. Turkish is in the chat. Big up Turkish. He says, let's not build the League Cup as anything other than a pat on the back. Well done, pointless trophy.
Turkish
Should
lads.
be the domestic.
Don't do that.
For the lower league teams only.
You'd be happy to win that.
You two. They've been at me for the last couple of months after we won the conference. Did you see the way they celebrate the Charity Shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The glorified serving platter. Talking
It's actually harder to win.
Even earn the place in it, Rob.
You would like this, Turkish. Don't lie, lad. You'd like
Do you know what?
Listen.
They wind me up.
You know what? Funny thing is, right? We were doing a show earlier, Invincible, and we were like talking about it. And whilst I've said it before that I feel that the Carabao Cup is a really diminished competition. However, we were sort of applauding, say, how Liverpool approach it, which is try and win all the trophies, right? Try and win as many trophies. So at the end of the day, it's and we also said that on the show. If Chelsea win that trophy, and they continue having the season they have, a poor season, don't maybe say get into the top 6, but they still won a trophy. They can still. United pointed to that last year with you got something to build off of. So whilst obviously it's not one of the main trophies, 100%. Bless you.
Thank you.
It's not one of the main trophies, but it's still. Listen,
it's the first domestic
silverware,
trophy.
and especially now it's a big final. So we can't as Arsenal fans be looking down on it right now.
Success
right? That's going to be a good
exactly
week.
That.
Exactly.
It's
going to be
getting your first cup in the middle of the season almost and pushing on from there.
Look at City. City when they got that takeover. They pushed for every cup. They couldn't quite get over. Like all of a sudden, they won the FA Cup. Breed success. Look at them now.
I really hope. I really hope you win it.
I'm just happy to see.
And I mean that.
A big thank you very much. I really hope I win it too. I'm just really happy to see it turn around because at Klopp's early years, we never used to put much focus on these tournaments, and in the last 3 to 4 we have, and it's great to see that we're competing on all fronts.
Klara also says just a fact. Every time when Poch has been to Wembley. When Chelsea were involved, he has seen Chelsea win the League Cup final in 2015, FA Cup final in 2017, and League in 2017.
Against them?
Well, yeah, because he pissed about in every final with our fucking team. So of course he did.
It'd be sickening, isn't it, if they...
I can't, honestly, Rob can't even talk about it.
Maybe he's been asked by the whole time.
Maybe. Honestly, I can't wait for him to play Cole Palmer at left back.
Right, well, listen, this week, of course, that game's to come, but this week is the FA Cup, right? And it's a huge FA Cup round, 4th round. The biggest game of the 4th round. Well, there's a couple of big games, but the first one we're going to focus upon is Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. And you just spoke about Pochettino. It's about time you guys won a trophy.
Yeah.
Right?
You've
got the new manager in Postecoglou. Everyone's bigging him up. It's great. He's been playing some great football on that. This is a huge opportunity this season to win a trophy. Surely Spurs will be targeting this.
Yeah. It's important. It's
However, Manchester City stand in your way. They won it last year. But it's one of the teams. You're a team that seems to have a little bit of a sign over them. Can you beat them and progress?
Yeah, I feel like we can. I mean,
you confident?
I don't feel like you can ever be like, yeah, I'm really confident about playing City, but I feel confident about the fact that we're at home. I've got this feeling that James Maddison is back. He's been training this week. So I think that I don't see why he wouldn't start if he's been training this week. So hopefully he'll come in. That's massive for Spurs. Kulusevski will be back. I mean, obviously we're still missing Sarr, Basuma, and Son, which is a real miss for us because Son loves a goal against City. But I still feel confident with Spurs, and I feel completely different to how I felt in the past. Like, there is such a belief in this team and a belief in Ange, and I do feel that whoever it is at home, I still back us to get over the line. Obviously I won't see the game, which is a real shame. I'm actually really gutted that
it's a brilliant game to miss.
I'm gutted that I'm missing it. Yeah, I just won't go on my trip.
I go on the mountains though, so you know.
But obviously
don't worry, we'll find you if you don't.
This game wasn't in the calendar. Look, I'm really gutted to be missing it. I feel like I haven't been there for ages because we only had like one game in December, so it's been a bit wild. In Jan, but I really do back Spurs to beat whoever is in front of them. I think they're good enough to on their day when everyone's back fit. Obviously, we've got the full centre back partnership now. We've got the full back four. It's just a shame. Obviously, we're missing Son and Basuma and Sarr, but I still think that we'll have enough to get over the line. And on a one-off game type thing, where it's not over 2 legs. I mean, I back us. We've gone there in one as well. So
City take this seriously.
City's such a weird team for us. It really is. Like everybody knows that. It's like on paper, there's no way that we should beat City at times. And getting a result when we went there with a back four of fullbacks, like we just seem to always get something. And I really hope it's important. And I can't see.
Back, though.
He is back, but I can't see us doing what we've done in the past by like playing kids or rotating the squad. Like, our squad is extremely thin anyway, and with everyone back fit, I mean, we haven't had a game for like 10 days, so I expect it to be full strength. But it should be a really, really good game.
What are you thinking, Matisse?
Just hope we don't go to Preds.
It's Tottenham against City. Like, every time I think they haven't got a chance, they always find a way to get a result. So I have to worry that they might actually get through this.
Do you back us?
I don't back you because I don't want you to do anything well in
But like,
in
do you
general.
like just?
I just hope City take this so seriously.
But they do take it seriously.
Treat it with the utmost respect. They're the holders. Kevin De Bruyne's back. They're in this nice winning momentum as well, which I think they've always showed respect to the League Cup in particular. They've won that 4 times in a row, so they know what it means to go all the way in all the competitions and actually not take anything lightly and disrespect anything. So I really hope that they just go full pelt, and if they do, they should win the game. But I think it will be very close. I think it'll be a tight game.
I can't see them going full pelt in this one. I think they're going to rotate quite a bit. I don't think De Bruyne will play.
Really?
Because I just think I think they've still got a bit of work to do in the league, and like normally they're up there. They've had a bit of a tough time. I don't think that's his focus at the moment. I don't think the FA Cup they won it last year. I don't think it'll be his focus.
Pep focuses on everything.
I know he does focus on everything. And listen, rotating the squad isn't it like anyone else rotating the squad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I got a feeling Spurs are going to sneak this one. I got a sneaky suspicion Spurs are going to sneak this one because I don't think he's going to be fully concentrating on it. Because I don't think De Bruyne played because he's just got him back. I don't want to lose him again. You know what I mean? With in an FA Cup.
Who have they got next in the league?
Is it Burnley or someone?
Yeah, it might be Burnley. Honestly, I've got a sneaky suspicion Spurs win this one.
I can't see it. I think Man City feel disrespected this season. I really do. You can see it with some of Pep's interviews and stuff. And I feel like they've come back and answered the questions that everyone's been questioning them on. And that win against Everton a few weeks ago, and then the one last week as well, 3-2. These guys are ready for war again. And like I think they're going to come at you and be like, "This is just business, mate. We're going to beat you." I do. That's what I think is going to happen with City. I don't know. It's
I can only go on the past.
It.
I can only go on the past with us and City.
It's true.
And base it on that. And if you do base it on the past, it's very favourable for Spurs, especially at home.
It'd be a massive blow if he didn't win it. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, massive. You know, obviously we want to win a trophy. Like, of course we do. We know it's not like a joke or
and
a
you've got
secret.
A chance
Everyone
to
jokes about it. It's very serious.
You've
got a chance to take out the favourites.
Yeah.
Go to Fleetwood.
Oh, so us. Very, very us to do that. But look, we've got to be in it, and massive in terms of confidence as well if we do and get through to the next round. Hopefully we do. But I feel confident in us, not disrespecting City, but I feel confident in my team.
Fair, I think.
Right, let's go around again and.
It's going to be a great game.
So, you're going for Tottenham.
I'll go 2-1 Tottenham. I'll go 2-1 Tottenham.
I'll go 2-1 City.
2-1 Spurs.
Or 3-2 Spurs this season.
I do think they might win it, but I'm going to go 2-1 City because I need City to win.
We're doing a poll in the chat. What do you guys think? I'm conflicted on this, you know.
It is hard.
They always seem to beat City.
It's always high scoring.
But
as well.
it's like what you said. Who said it? You said it.
Yeah.
What team are they going to put out? How seriously are they going to approach this? But then even
there is a deficit in the league, like Nicky said, so it's not.
Yeah,
they're not guaranteed that they're going to go with the full strength.
Yeah.
But
then the thing is about it, right?
Team
So
is good.
Tottenham, as good as they are coming forward, they're quite easy to score against as well.
Yeah.
And I
It's very honestly, it's one of the toughest games to predict
the one
of the
thing
season.
I would say is not in our favour. The fact that we don't have Son. Son is a very big miss in this
You
game.
don't have Son.
But Richarlison's in form.
He's
So,
getting smoked.
Son is a big, no, to be
So
fair,
sorry.
to be fair, Richarlison's in really good form.
Yeah.
He's in really good form. And I think that's why it's really important that Maddison is starting this game and is playing for as much of it as possible.
Is he ready to start?
Is he playing? Yeah, can someone say in the comments? Because I looked and I
is he
couldn't
ready to
find
start?
anything, you
He's
know.
probably, I don't know.
It's
Well,
Haaland's
again,
cut, it's
like
Haaland's.
Mickey Van de Ven
Haaland
came
ain't
straight
back
back
till next
in.
month.
Mickey
Yeah.
Van de Ven came straight back in.
Maddison is a little bit injury prone. He does pick up an injury or two every season.
Yeah, but
so-
again, you've
and-
got to start him. Like if he's fit enough to be on the bench, he's fit enough to start the game. I would rather him start the game than finish the game. To be honest with you, I really would.
This is
Difficult,
tough,
isn't it?
man.
It is
It's
a
very
I'm
difficult
going
brutal.
for a draw, man. Draw replay.
I don't know if Haaland's fit.
I'm going to draw.
He's not fit.
He's not fit.
He's not fit till
Oh,
February.
I saw, but I read something the
Draw
other day that
and
he
a
was
replay.
fit.
Mate, well.
I read something he was
One
fit.
at a
I
time.
read that he went back till February.
Hopefully
Hard to
not.
call.
One of the toughest games
It's
to call.
hard. It's
Hard
really
to
hard.
call.
If
Hard
Son
to
was
call.
there, I would feel this is pretty much better.
Because it's a bit like what Nicky said, man. You know what I mean? They changed their team. It's still strong. There's this guy, Oscar Bob, who came on the other day.
Scored the
Yeah.
winner, mate.
He
What
was
a goal
on-
that
See the
was.
finish
as
that
well.
he
Yeah,
made? I was like,
brilliant,
what
mate.
the hell, lads?
They're all saying Haaland's back in the chat,
Oh, is he?
Yeah, because I was hearing something that Haaland might be back.
but maybe on the bench and then Alvarez to begin and then maybe he'll
Even
come
so,
on.
lad, again,
Still
oh,
doesn't
they're
matter.
all
Julian
just
Alvarez is
lethal,
great.
lad, all of them.
Yeah, with
All
that
right,
space
I'm
in
going
mind.
for a draw. We're going to do a poll in the chat. We start up right now. Who's going to win the game? Will it
What
be
time's kick-off?
Tottenham? It's 8 o'clock.
Late
isn't it?
kickoff, yeah, 8, yeah.
Yeah. Tottenham or Manchester City? Who's going to win that game? Very, very important game for Tottenham, for both teams, because City are the holders. 50% so far. It's 50-50.
It's tough.
Right? So
Well, no, 40.
that's how tight it is.
It is a tight game.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, you got
it's a draw,
to knock them
10%
as
a
well.
draw.
Why can't this be at the weekend? That's a long way to travel for
Yeah.
Northern
Yes,
team.
long.
I think what it is, though, is because we've got the Premier League games during the week.
Yeah.
So it's to give a bit of breathing room for those teams who are having to play, you know. But yeah, you're right.
For fans, man, it's
Would have been a much better
3
game.
hours.
Liverpool got to go to Norwich, mate.
yeah. I know.
50% going Man City at the moment, 40% going for Spurs, 10% for the draw at the moment in that game. There's also another very big game going on again on Friday night. It's Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Two Premier League teams clashing again in the FA Cup. Like you said, you haven't had a lot of turnaround time, but you are at home. But it does seem a bit...
It's very
you know,
close. It's very close. The only thing I will say is obviously Middlesbrough didn't really push us, so we absolutely smashed them. So we shouldn't hopefully be dead on our feet. This is going to be a completely different game because Villa, the high line is there. We should have beaten them at home. Gusto was sent off in that game. But Villa away from home this season, you know, they can be beaten. And if we play to the max level, I do think we can definitely get through.
Do you think you played to the max level against Middlesbrough?
No. I think we smashed it in the first half. In the second half, we can just chill. You know what I mean? We can just vibes and get a couple of goals. Like, we didn't have to go full pelt, but we played brilliantly. I have to say, Enzo was great. So it'll be interesting to see the team he picks because he didn't start Gallagher in that game. I think he'll start Gallagher in this game.
Cute, they found their level, isn't it?
No.
It's all right.
A billion pounds for Enzo
brilliant.
to have his best game ever against a team that's 14.
Can I not say Enzo was brilliant in the game?
No, of course you can, mate.
Can I not say?
Yeah, but it's just like
do you not-
it's just funny about your seeding.
Are you meant to be
that's all.
bad against
Like,
Middlesbrough?
No, but it's just they're 14th in the championship, and you're like, yeah, he was unreal. Like
Yeah, but
that's,
he was brilliant.
that's his
He was
best
good.
game ever in a Chelsea shirt.
No,
and
it wasn't.
It was against the
He had a
14th
great game
place
against Liverpool at the start of the
Middlesbrough.
season. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did actually.
Right then. Did you see it? Did you see?
I did see.
Okay,
I did
right,
see.
okay,
It was
okay.
better last night against 14th place.
When you said that,
sorry.
she looked
can't
over
see
and
me.
she's looking at me like shaking her head.
You've got 2 weeks without me. I've just got to get it all up.
I'm just remembering that you're not in the competition and you get beaten to Middlesbrough. I think a couple of years ago away from home, wasn't it? 1-0 at Riverside. Did you not lose that game?
Maybe.
Okay.
I was
right.
under your manager, no? Was that under your manager?
Under my spy.
Oh, we went out to Colchester under your manager as well.
Well, it doesn't happen over here, on this side. I don't know what's going on over there. You know what I mean? Anyway, Villa at home. Yeah, we need to win, man. Robbie, all we got is the cups. All we've got is the cups. Like the league, I'm not really really putting my bets on the league. Like we might get a Europa League spot if we absolutely go full pelt and go on a great run, but we need the cups. FA Cup qualifies in Europa League, so it's a must win.
What's the League Cup gets in the conference?
Yeah, and I want Europa League minimum. So that must win.
You want Europa League minimum?
Yeah, I think Europa League's an established competition now where it's not a disgrace. Liverpool are in it. I think Liverpool are one of the favourites to win Champions League. They're in the Europa League.
Do you think you can get that?
If sixth is there, like I said a couple of weeks ago, sixth is still reachable. We're not way off. We're not way off West Ham.
It's not for you.
We're not way off West Ham. So it's doable, but
I think you should be humble. I think you should be talking about conference.
I think we should win the FA Cup.
You need to go. Yeah, you need to go all out on this one, because when Liverpool beat you in the League Cup, you'll have no other chance, lad, to win a trophy.
No, seventh is conference.
Seventh is conference.
No, seventh.
We'll just sneak that one in there.
No, you get 2 Europas. You get 2. Yeah, you get 2 Europas.
Seventh is conference.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, he said he's going to win, but he said that against Luton, they didn't win. So I'm going to let him do what he's doing.
We didn't lose either.
Let him do what he's doing.
So what's it going to be then? Villa. It will be. Because Villa, they're a good side.
They are a good side. Chelsea are going to win.
And they're going to be refreshed. They haven't played. Haven't they been on a break? They didn't play last weekend.
I feel like they've had a bit of a wobble though.
Yeah. No, hold on as well. I was just remembering they didn't play last weekend either. They've had a break. They've had their full break, so they're going to come into this really fresh, really ready, up against you guys who've just had to play a really difficult game during the week.
They don't have any injuries either. They've got Ollie Watkins, haven't they? They've got the Abbi, they've got McGinn, they've got all the lads that they need.
I think so.
That's a scary prospect for you guys.
Good game, man. What are you going for, Nicky?
Chelsea. I'm going to go Chelsea.
You going Chelsea?
Yep.
You're Chelsea fans today. What's wrong with you?
No, I just fancy. I just fancy Chelsea.
Right.
I've got a feeling that Villa are going to do it. I'm going to say 2-1 Villa. 3-1 Villa.
Villa all day long. 2-0 Villa.
That's a
salty prediction. There's no replays in this one, is there?
No, there is replays. There is, isn't there?
Yeah, there's.
Oh no, is there not a replay?
Is it just, no, it goes straight to pens. It's the League Cup. That's the replay.
I'm going to say we do it. I'm going to say we do it on pens. Petrovic saves us on pens. It's going to be a really tight.
Are you sure? No, there's replays in this round.
I think it might be past a certain round.
Past the fifth round.
Yeah,
past the fifth round.
Like that,
So this is fourth round.
So it still goes to replays.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be also a replay.
And then if it goes to replay, then you're done, lads.
We don't want to replay because we just don't want. Well, to be fair, we don't have that many games this season, so replay is not the end of the world for us. Probably worse for them. They've got European football. I'll say 2-1 win.
2-1.
Very, very tough game.
It's going to be our game. I'm sad that they put the 2 games on at the same game.
Yeah, same.
There's 3 on at the same time.
Same.
There's one tonight, actually.
That on the Saturday would have been nice.
Yeah, I agree. But we play you on Wednesday on deadline day.
I know.
I think just because Villa are fresher,
Yeah.
I'm going to edge Villa.
Yeah.
I think it's another great. Yeah, why have they put them on at the same time?
It's ridiculous. They're the best games of the round, and they're both on the same time, same day.
Saturday's got dead games as well on it, to be honest with you. So
that's
Wait,
ridiculous.
you're on tomorrow night.
Speak to
Yeah, same time.
Same
time.
So it's a bit ridiculous. Those are 2 good games I'd like to watch.
I know.
I might be able to watch the first half because of my flight.
Yeah, your game's big.
And also, they're both in London as well. There's going to be some traffic in London there that day.
Yeah.
All right. The other game tomorrow is Bristol City versus Nottingham Forest. Ooh, and that's not an easy game for Nottingham Forest because Bristol City.
No, it definitely isn't.
Went through in the last round, beating West Ham. Yeah. I mean, are you gutted about that, Nicky? You would have had a home game now against Nottingham Forest.
Not really.
Why?
Not really.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Because I'm used to it, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean, like the way that we lost the game with all the players we had missing, I could see that coming from a mile off.
Are you upset you didn't take it more serious though?
We did take it serious. That was the upsetting thing. We did take it serious and we lost. We did take it serious.
Stop disrespecting championship teams.
Yeah, we did take it serious. Yeah, look, I'm used to it. I didn't think we'd win that cup anyway, honestly. I think, like, where we're going good guns, if we'd have been, like lower than 10th in the league, I would have been really upset. But I think where we're going good guns in the league, you just think, well, you know, it is what it is.
He's taking them a bigger fish to fry.
I just want us to get. I need us to get back into European football. We're not going to win.
Don't you want a trophy?
You're in European football every year.
Trophy, mate.
You're in European football. You're in European football. Nicky, you're in European football every year. You've been in European football for like last 3 years on the trot.
Believe me. We're not.
You're in every year.
I'm 40. I've seen it 3 seasons.
In a row.
I went to Palermo once in 1999. You know what I mean?
You're in it this year.
Got around the streets as a little 16-year-old kid. You know what I mean?
But have you not been in it for 3 years in a row? Europe League, Conference League.
But I want it again.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like,
it's
good. You know what I mean?
But
Consistent.
Moyes out there.
You're in it more
Don't worry
consistent than
about
me.
David Moyes, all right? David Moyes is all right. He'll be gone.
Oh! He's all right now, is he?
David Moyes is all right.
Clip it.
Don't worry about David Moyes. Right?
So you changed your opinion on him now?
No, I haven't changed my opinion on him. My opinion stays the same, but he's not going, so I'm not going to moan about it. What's the point of me spinning a negative yarn if they're not going to get rid of him?
Wait, are they going to give him a new contract, do you think?
Probably.
To be fair, where he is in the league, you kind of be
Fair play, lad. I don't
mad
get it,
not
lad.
to be fair. Well, you're 6th, right?
I want to see how this Kalvin Phillips signing
Oh, yeah.
fits in.
I think it's a good sign.
Where's he go?
West Ham.
No, where's he go in the team?
CDM.
Next to
I'm
Alvarez.
looking at your midfield. I'm
You've
like,
got to rotate
where's...
it, Robbie. You've got to
check.
rotate it.
What's your start? What would be your start with Kalvin Phillips there? What's your starting midfield?
Alvarez, Phillips, Ward-Prowse. For me.
Oh, really? Ahead of Suchek?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's a good.
See, Phillips is a better footballer than Suchek. It's not even close.
No,
but
that's true.
he's very injury prone.
Suchek's been
Yeah.
really good this
He's
season.
been excellent this season, but he can. I think he can have. It'll be rotation. I think they'll rotate it a little bit, which is I think what we need, because when I watched that game against Sheffield United the other day, some of the legs are going in some of them because they just played so much football.
Yeah.
Alvarez is missing, and then we fall to pieces. Can't pass the football. I like the fact that he's coming in. He's a ball playing midfielder.
Yeah.
He'll give us a bit of energy.
Yeah.
He needs to prove himself. I
a
consider it
lifeline
being like
for
a
him, you know.
Lingard type signing. You know, that one of them ones where he comes in
about to say.
and he hits the ground running.
And Lingard should have stayed.
excited.
He should have signed.
Because
You could also put him in a sense of the mid-role as well, because he's just come from City, like you just said. He's a ball-playing midfielder, so he doesn't have to be stuck in the CDM role. Lad. He can push him up.
I think they can rotate, but I also think like when you look at that midfield, it's a good midfield. That midfield,
It is.
I think we've got one of the best attacking trios in the country at the minute.
Got Paqueta, Bowen, and
Yeah, I think
Goodness,
so.
yeah,
For sure.
I think we
100%.
could- you know what I mean?
You're not lying, you're
You
not
get that
lying, lad.
midfield working with that forward three. Another Europa League trophy.
Jeez.
Damn.
That's you know what? They are building
They got a good
side.
team.
They have.
Very good team.
Yeah, we're losable at the end of the season. Don't worry, we'll have to
I
start again.
remember when we played you and I was looking at the team and I was like,
It's good. You
a
take
good
a couple.
team.
You take a good
I'm
few of their
like,
players.
first
You would.
11.
there's quite a few players in there we're getting Arsenal.
Yeah.
First
They've come
11
a
is a
long way.
good side. Going past
Bench.
that, it's really hard.
But the thing is, right? I feel like the players that even in the backup positions, Ben Rama, he was a good player.
Terrible.
No,
He was good with-
Cornet at Burnley was a good player.
He was good at Brentford.
boss up there.
Cornet, I
Never
think
plays
Cornet needs
Cornet, does
minutes, mate. He needs minutes. So
Yeah.
you know, I see flashes of him on Sunday. He was decent in flashes. Ings was decent.
Scored, didn't he?
Ingsy as well, lad.
Ingsy, yeah, Ingsy was decent.
It's not terrible, your bench, by any stretch.
I just don't think he's given them enough
Minutes.
No, but
minutes or confidence.
When's Paqueta back?
Do you know what? He's meant to be out for 2 months, but he's been doing that work over in Vinicius Junior's house. He's been doing some straight. Apparently, he's looking good to come back in the next week or two.
Wow.
So we'll see, man. We get them front three. We're at midfield. Dublin, here we come.
All right, all right.
Yeah, son, yeah.
Optimism there. But so who do we go for? We're sort of all edging towards No, I didn't get your one. So you're obviously going to go Chelsea. We did not move from.
Did we do
No, yeah, we done
Sidetrack me now.
Bristol and Nottingham Forest.
Bristol and Nottingham Forest.
We ain't chatted about them at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were
Who's
speaking about how
winning
they knocked out.
Who's winning it? They knock you lot out. Can they knock out
I
Forest?
think they can, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
might
they
be
probably
surprised.
can. They probably can.
And then at home as well against
Yeah,
Forest.
they're
and
at home. Yeah,
Forest
big
away,
game.
they're a different side. So,
But I think Forest have had a little bit of an upturn. They've been playing well recently.
Got the new
Forest,
manager and
you
that,
know what I
haven't they?
mean? Yeah.
I was at Forest yesterday, outside their ground. We're doing some previews and that, yeah. And Nuno Espírito Santo just drives past
Waving.
in a mini.
in a
Oh,
minute.
Yeah,
really?
waving like that.
Doing the Kante.
In a mini.
That's hilarious. Brilliant.
Doing anything from the shop.
They do like him up there. He has started off really well. But a lot of the Forest fans seem to think that they may not
Take this
go
seriously.
gun ho because they got Arsenal on Tuesday night. They maybe wanted to keep back some players for that. So
Bristol City are mid-table, so
yeah, Bristol City will probably play their strongest. I'd say they'd probably go for it.
yeah,
I agree.
don't see no reason.
Didn't
why
Forest just have a replay as well in one of the cups? So they just come back. There was 2-2. They come back after 2-0 down or something as well. So
The thing is, if they
Against
apply the
Brentford,
same
was it?
tactics, get stuck in, make it tough, make it a physical battle.
I'm going to go for a
fancy
shot.
them,
So am I.
Yeah. Bristol City win.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bristol City as well.
at their ground, they're up for it.
Yeah,
Where you going?
2-1 win.
I'm going to go Forest.
Forest?
Oh, Bristol City.
Bristol City, all right. Maybe we've all seen a possible shot there. Moving on to Saturday, some of the games. Everton versus Luton. Everton could
game,
get the
that.
trophy, couldn't they?
Yeah.
All the
I think
problems they've
they've
been
got
having in the
long way
Premier
from
League
that.
with
They've got
points
big
deductions.
problems.
Looking at another possible one as well. Same with going back to Forest as well. Remember, they're facing probably going to get a points deduction as well. A trophy might be a good thing in this season.
I don't think their priority will be this
I
cup.
don't think Everton. I don't think it's
It's going
going
to be the
to be.
Prem.
They've got Premier League survival on their minds. That's going to
Same
be
as
way
Luton.
worth more money than any FA Cup. And I don't think they're capable of winning it anyway. So
Everton, though?
now Everton same boat as Forest and Luton.
Surely Everton at home, they'll go for this.
Well, I think both teams would rather not be in it, Luton and Everton. So it could go either way. Honestly,
Luton did actually beat Everton.
I could see,
at Everton,
they
didn't
did.
they?
I could see Luton turning up and just randomly getting the win. I think both teams would rather be out, and then just someone by accident will get a goal. And you know what I mean? It's one of those
That
situations.
happened with us and Arsenal. Do you remember that year when we played in that League Cup quarter-final? Nobody wanted to win it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's we just let them score a goal at the end. And there is games like that.
There is, yeah.
Luton don't need the FA Cup at all.
Leave it to Everton.
Premier League is
both
enough.
of them.
I think 1-0 Everton now.
So do I, though. Yeah, they've been kicking on a little bit now, haven't they? They've been finding
Go
themselves.
1-0 Everton, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're good games.
Leeds versus Plymouth.
Apparently, Ange has said that Maddison is available for selection.
Interesting.
I did.
Wow.
He's excited.
Wow. Well, I mean, Leeds are in playoffs. They're pushing for promotion.
Plymouth are not doing great.
Yeah. You'd say Leeds should win that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Don't
team.
really know much about
Sheffield United versus Brighton.
Another Premier League Tyler.
Sheffield United going to take
Sheffield
it.
United are a poor football team. They're a poor football team. Brighton steamroll them.
Yeah, I would agree. Not on the poor football team part. Just
Do you know what it is about Brighton? Even if they make changes, the philosophy is still going to be there. They're still going to play the same way.
Poor football team. They drew with you, though.
Oh, no, it's because we're a poor football
Are
team.
you just saying? Are you just saying? You just said you were great.
No, I didn't.
You just say you were cooking, boy. I mean, looking at Dublin coming, Dublin incoming and stuff like that. Now
I
you're
said,
a
when
poor
we get our players back, did you see the nonsense that was playing the other day? Come on, man.
I'd say
We
Brighton.
got cheated anyway at that game. We got cheated. It was a blatant a
penalty
penalty
at the
that shouldn't
end.
have been given and a penalty that should have been given, and they got it the wrong way round.
Brighton.
Sheffield United, Brighton.
Brighton.
Going Brighton.
Footballing.
Brighton.
The footballing will do.
I think this one applies a lot when you talk about teams that need it a lot.
Yeah.
I really do think, Sheffield United don't need it. They don't need
And
it.
Brighton will want it.
And Brighton will want it.
Yeah, I mean, they got to the final. Did they get to a
Semis.
final?
Yeah,
Semi-final.
yeah.
And I think
Do you know what?
De Zerbi will be looking at it and thinking, yeah, we can try and win a
Yeah.
trophy.
I'm
No,
having
no,
that, I'm
for
having
sure.
Brighton as my dark horses for this competition.
Yeah. Fulham versus Newcastle. It's a good game.
Fulham, lad.
Of course, really disappointing from the other night, but they just played. Again,
That's
like
what
we
I'm
said in the
saying.
turnaround.
They just played.
Newcastle could do with
Fresh.
they've not won a trophy since the 1950s.
Whoa!
And Eddie Howe's under some
and
pressure.
Eddie Howe's under a bit of pressure, but if
So-
he won a trophy,
Yeah, I think
that
he
pressure
should.
disappears.
I have got massive respect now after playing Fulham 4 times or 3 times this season and watching how they play. I've got massive respect
they're
for them.
decent. They're
Genuinely.
beating us.
They play well against you. Every time I've seen them play against Chelsea,
Oh, yeah.
they are terrible.
Yeah, 'cause that's their big brother.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we not make them look
They
bad?
play
Can
well
No,
we
against
not
us.
play well?
you haven't played well in
Have we-
either
have we
game.
played well
You
before?
have not
Have you
played
played
well in
well
either
before?
game. Yeah, I have, but not in those games.
It's like Everton
they're
when you play
they're such a
Liverpool.
weird team, Fulham. Like sometimes you think I'll really back them, and they're like, yeah, they've scored like 10 goals in 2 weeks. Have they done that? And then they'll just like lose 4-0.
I've got-
They're such a weird team.
I got fancy Newcastle. In
Same.
so I think Fulham put a lot into that game the
Yep.
other night.
They might be
against
shattered,
Liverpool.
lads.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then now you've got to come up against Newcastle.
Who are not in Champions League anymore? So they've got.
Yeah, they're going to want it, Newcastle.
They've had a break as well.
They're not even looking like the position they're in at the moment. They might even struggle to get into the top 6.
Yeah.
Right, so they are going to want.
They're below us, they're
This is
10th.
going to be. If I'm a Newcastle hierarchy, I'm like prioritise the FA Cup.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is Isaac
And
playing?
they could be catching them at the right time playing Fulham. It's at Craven
It's true.
Cottage.
That might be their best chance of getting European qualification
Could
because
be,
they're
yeah.
they're 10th right now, And this obviously gives Europa League, so same situation for them.
Is Isak fit? Is he playing?
Yeah,
if he's on, then that changes the game.
I think Wilson's the one that's injured.
Yeah. Isak's pretty fit.
I can see Newcastle doing it as well, just with what you said about Fulham being shattered.
Yeah.
Although there's been a lot of negativity around Newcastle this week with, Trippier being linked with a move away, Almiron being linked with a move away.
Saudi.
Well, they've actually, I think, I don't know if it's a serious report, but they've linked us with Wilson, even though he's injured. Apparently,
Wilson's a phenomenal player. Like he's
I'll take Wilson.
Phenomenal.
Listen, Wilson would be a batsman if he could stay fit.
It's been a bit negative, but they've got to prioritise this. Who are you going for, Nicky?
Newcastle.
Yeah, 2-1.
Draw.
I'm going to go 2-0 Newcastle.
I'm going Newcastle as well. They need this. They need this. They need the FA Cup. I think more than practically every other team.
The wheels are falling off of it a little bit. I think they've got to get the
I think there's two teams, right, that I'm looking at here that really could do with trying to win this FA Cup. Spurs and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Big sides that just don't win trophies. You've got to turn that around.
Would you not say Villa then as well?
Villa are doing so well in the league at the moment that maybe, you know what I mean? I think Villa, even if they didn't go through, they're having a great season.
They get away with it.
They're in the Champions League race. Yeah, Newcastle, chances of getting Champions League places are going to be really tough for them now. Tottenham is different. They've got a big chance of getting Champions League places, but it's just that not winning a trophy thing hanging over their head.
Newcastle out of it. They're not getting Champions League.
I also think Villa could win the Conference League.
Yeah.
One of the favourites.
So this is huge. This is huge for Newcastle. They've got to do something. Moving to Sunday, Liverpool versus Norwich. That could have been us. Home against Norwich.
But it wasn't.
It's not.
It's not.
It weren't. And I'm not even watching it. It's stuff. But no. Liverpool versus Norwich at home. Light work?
Yeah,
light work.
And no disrespect to the team, we usually stuff them. Like if Suarez was here, mate, it'd be about 16-0. Suarez used to score about 5 goals every game against them. Like, he genuinely did, and he were quality goals. But I can see us walking away with this. We've got Brad the lad who's filling in for Trent, and he's just been phenomenal for us.
Robertson there on the sideline.
Yeah, he's back now. I'm so happy to have Robert back. But honestly, the team's been playing so well. No disrespect to him. I don't know if it's going to make a difference him coming back in, because Joe Gomez has been phenomenal, and Bradley
doing a job,
he's a good little player. But yeah, Norwich should be easy.
But I think Liverpool will rest, won't they? Because they've got Chelsea
we'll put Kelly in goal
Wednesday.
We'll put Kelly in goal. We'll put Brad on right back. We'll put Bobby Clark on probably through the kids. Love what's happening at the moment with the kids. We're bringing them all on.
Jay Spearing.
Yeah, we should be doing them.
What do you reckon?
I think demolition. I think it's like 6-0. They always seem to bash them up.
Yeah, it's
Liverpool and Norwich. And we seem to do that as well. I remember once Mikel Antonio scored 4 at Norwich. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't really rate Norwich. I like Jack Reeve and all that. You know what I mean? Like Jack Reeve's a great one, but I don't really rate Norwich.
The thing that I like about Liverpool this season is we seem to be respecting every team that we're playing, regardless of who they are and where they are in the table. We're respecting the opposition, so I don't think it'll be any different. We won't go there complacent. I think we'll still turn up.
Abby?
Like 6-0 Liverpool.
I'm gonna say just 3, just purely because just because I think they're gonna rest so many players. That I think
got a good squad though.
I want Nunes to play though.
They do.
I want Nunes to play because I want him to carry on with this slotting the way he's slotting it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's light work. You know what I mean? A bit jealous, man. That would have been us.
It's not.
You got bigger fish to fry.
I know.
You get light work every year.
Got no fish right now. Right, let me get into a few of the super chats before we run through the rest of the games. Anil says, riddle me this, Robbie. You said that the treble is not better than the Invincibles, so City won the Carabao Cup. It holds so much weight, it would have been their best ever achievement.
What?
Don't get what you're saying there. Brooks says, oh wow, Robbie changing his narrative. Where was this energy when United won last year? The bias is real. I'm not being biased. And I was just saying, for a club like Manchester United, just winning the League Cup is not really. Enough. But I think if Chelsea, in the dire situation they've been in this season, if they won the League Cup, beating Liverpool, I do feel that, that will sort of save their season. Well, last year that saved United's season.
Yeah.
But what it is like it was being lauded up. I thought too big for United.
I don't think winning the League Cup gives us a right to finish anywhere we won the league. Like if we finish 9th, I still think 9th in the League Cup is still a poor season, in my opinion.
What about the FA Cup?
If you do a cup double, then I can leave the league because you're getting Europa League place out of it anyway.
I think winning the FA Cup is way bigger.
If you do a cup double, then
absolutely it is.
Way bigger than winning the League Cup. Because remember the League Cup, right? It's less rounds to go through. It's just not the same. Nobody takes it serious until they get to the semi-finals
or the quarters. I'd happily scrap it if I'm honest with you. I'd happily get rid of the League Cup, even though we're in the final of it. I'm going to be happy to win.
I've got one for you guys, right? And I want to throw out there. Let's see what your guys' will be reaction to this, right? So the League Cup, when it gets to the semi-finals and the final, there's been all this talk over the years about playing games abroad. What about that? Like what they did the other day with the
Copa del Rey. They played it in Saudi.
It wasn't the Copa del Rey.
Sorry, Super Copa, yeah.
In Spain. Nicky's turning his face up, right? But what if they did that?
Not for me. No.
Because they did that final in Saudi, didn't they?
Do you know what I would do?
I'd play it in a neutral game.
I don't know, because then you could be able to, for a competition like the Carabao Cup, right? Let's just say...
I don't care about their brand.
No, hold on. Let me just say, though.
Community Shield, that's the one.
You get way bigger money. You get big money for it, wouldn't you? Say the Saudis said, right, they're going to host it, and there was big money for winning it. Don't you think that might put a bit more importance on it, and teams will play stronger? Because even in the game yesterday,
what does that do for teams like us? And teams like Bristol.
You'd be there.
No, we wouldn't be there because you'd have the teams like
I don't
City
think that's
wanting to dominate it.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way.
Also,
I
hate
that idea.
You go serious with it anyway.
Also, football is so expensive as it is for every average person.
But what I'm saying is this: what I keep seeing
Community Shield
with the Carabao Cup, right, is that teams not taking it seriously.
I don't think in other countries.
Even teams in Championship teams resting.
Yeah, but Robbie, you can't. It's a squad game. You can't play off strongest 11 all season for like 50, 60 games. You need to use the bench.
I think you need to use the bench.
People always talk about the negatives of squad rotation. It allows for breakouts. It allows for players to give them an opportunity to try and get into the team. So it's good.
The big sides.
But that's how you get shocks, Robbie. That's good.
But the big sides.
If all the big teams take it seriously, we're not going to get as many shocks.
But I'm saying the big teams almost take it like an inconvenience.
But look at the previous winners.
I'm not on about the FA Cup. I'm just saying the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, but look at the previous winners.
Spice it up because
Man United won the last one. City won 4 in a row. So they are taking it seriously.
They do take the bigger team. But how would that be fair to someone like, say, for instance, let's pull out a name, someone like a Norwich or Aston Villa.
You're not going to get a semi-final anyway.
Yeah, but they might.
They might.
You know what I mean? Imagine
Middlesbrough got to a semi-final.
Imagine if you've got probably like what would be yours or another day at the office would be the trip of a lifetime to a Norwich fan to go down to Wembley, go to the final. Then all of a sudden he's telling him, in fact, mate, don't worry about going to Wembley.
Yeah.
Piss off to Saudi, you know what I mean? They'll spend thousands and thousands of pounds.
Listen, I'm just putting it out there.
No. You know when you put De Bruyne is not world class out there?
Yeah,
and I have to stop you. Don't put that out there.
I'm putting it out there, right? Because I saw the profile that the final of that those semi-finals and finals the other day got, right? That's kind of their league. That's their league cup, isn't it?
Okay, I'll tell you what.
That's their league cup, isn't it?
I would take that deal, yeah, if as part of the deal, yeah, everyone that's attended games and that is capable of getting a ticket
gets the paid.
They fly them out there for free.
I agree.
To take into it for free.
Maybe they could.
They won't do that though. They won't do that. They won't do that.
I do not care. You know, as I said, for a team that don't get to finals, if we got to a final, and like my cousin, who's never been to a cup final, he had to fly to South. What a crippling thing! Just so they can get more bunts in their pocket.
And we shouldn't be bored of Wembley. Like you said, some of these teams have never been. Like some of these fans have never been to Wembley.
I'm just putting it out there and just saying, would it lift the importance?
Nah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think
that. Would that? I mean, because for starters, right? I saw this. The amount of money you get for winning a Carabao Cup is very low.
Yeah, it's low.
So that's why a lot of these teams don't really take it seriously. Why?
But the previous winners are all strong teams.
But what if now it's big money to win it? Because, a bit like what they've done in boxing. I'm just putting it out there. Because
you want to ride more camels. That's where it is. You want to ride more camels. You want to ride more camels.
You're putting in a competition.
I just want a competition. We ain't gonna be riding no camels soon because we're out.
But it's not important to you. It's not important to
you. And it doesn't have to be.
I said, but no, it's important to me. I want to win this.
It's an accessible trophy.
I was gutted when we lost to Liverpool.
I'm talking about
penalties as well.
I'm talking about. Listen, of course it's important to you if you get to where you are now, right? But let's be real, right? You said earlier that when you went out, you didn't care.
No,
you said it earlier, but you care about the Europa League and you care about that trip to Dublin.
I don't care, Rob, because I'm...
Right? Hold on.
Okay,
you care about that and you care about the trip to Dublin and all that, right? So I'm saying, I'm just looking on it and I'm trying to say, how can we get this competition and make it more important? Lift it more so that every team at the start of the season says, yo, see the Carabao Cup, I want to win.
There needs to be an incentive at the end of it.
And that's what I'm...
Not
European football.
Not monetary.
European football.
I also think that
but it needs to be something like that rather than...
They've pissed around with too much football and too much tradition.
Yeah.
Trying to appeal to other countries, trying to appease other... And I mean this with the greatest respect. I love foreign fans and all that sort of thing. But... FA Cup fight. Let's go for the FA Cup, for instance. Yeah.
No, you can't.
It's 5:45 at night on a Premier League day now. That used to be the main focus. You know what I mean? They've pissed around too much with the traditions of this country to try and sell it to other countries. Yeah, and putting more importance on different competitions to promote the brands of that. Don't start pissing around with it by taking it to someone like Saudi, because if they'd done something like that, I would never go again.
The only thing I would change is the 2 legs. If you want to change something, you take one leg
take
out.
it to Wembley. One leg at Wembley from the semi-finals.
I
would.
I
actually don't like.
Listen, I've sparked a debate, right? I want
Community Shield should be in Saudi. Let
me run through. It doesn't have to be Saudi. It could be America. It could be.
The Community Shield. That competition.
No, that's our country. This is our tradition in this country. No.
The Community Shield.
I'm just saying.
Honestly, scrap that.
I think it would be very, very harsh on fans of lower league sides that may get there once in a lifetime to all of a sudden have to fly it to Saudi or America or somewhere like that. I think that would be terrible for them.
Matthew says Arsenal completed the Charity Shield for finishing second, and the European Super Cup is better than that dinner plate.
Exactly.
Klara Blitzy says, no, Matisse, let's support Abbi and Spurs for once.
No.
Would be great for the competition if the Shrimps took out the Sharks.
No.
Shrimps.
The shrimps took out the Sharks.
That's not quite the shrimps and sharks.
Morecambe Bay, mate.
Not quite the shrimps.
Not sure if it's the new 2024 DR technology, but Don Robbie been looking slim lately.
It's the technology.
Better tell Boo to start sending you smaller sizes. Looking. It's the technology. Marlon says, I've seen X falling off a camel, Nuno Tavares tonguing a dog,
Yeah, that was mental.
and Arteta fed like a seal. I don't want to have a winter break ever again. Thank you, AFCON. GP says, Ty covered in custard wearing a Man City shirt. Oh my God. Richie Sauer says, Tottenham 1, Man City 4, never...
Cups for you.
No cups for you, Abbi. Well, she's always supporting City anyway, isn't it?
She's got 2 cups.
Klara Bitsy says, in the last 9 games at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea have won 8 and drew 1. And that draw came against Manchester City, and we play Villa at home. We have reason to be confident. Definitely they do. But I just think maybe Villa might be a bit fresher.
Didn't Poch call out the support and the fan base and said it's really flat as well?
Yeah, but it is flat.
That's standard. I think every manager does.
Ori says Kulu has scored in every game he's played against City. If Spurs win, they have a clear run of lifting it. Bala, the guy with a gang, says, hey Robbie, do you think that Arsenal can win both the Champions League and Premier League? Because going trophyless again will be shameful to the build-up. Listen,
I think try and win one before you try and take 2.
It depends how...
Jeez.
It's winning the Champions League's not easy. Winning the league's not easy.
Winning any trophy ain't easy.
It's how you go for it. Let's see. Melissa says, you look really cute, Matisse. What's going on here today?
Bro.
Guns.
What is going on?
It's the short sleeves, man.
It's the shirt. He always looks proper hench in it.
Yeah.
Nick says Matisse has some really big arms.
Yeah, he came up to studio. I was like, what's going on with you, lad?
I don't know what's going on. I've not even gone to the gym.
Klara Bitsy says, hey Robbie, you worried about the RSPCA coming after you after your actions in Qatar? It must mean me riding that. Renzo says, camel abuse is no joke, Robbie.
Wow, this is
after I got a compliment and now I'm getting destroyed. Sean says, enjoy your holidays, Abbi.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Conspiracy KRE says, no. Paul Tierney and Simon Hooper are such terrible refs. They should
I hope Simon Hooper's doing our game.
Paul Tierney's doing Alan.
Oh, is that a good thing?
Simon
bad?
Hooper
No,
did,
it's a very
did
bad
the
thing.
last thing.
Yeah, it was the one Jurgen Klopp went up to him and was like, I have no problem with any referees except
well, at least
for
it's
you.
not Anthony
Just
Taylor.
you.
At least it's not Anthony Taylor.
Evan Sense says Matisse is fire with 3 love heart emojis. What is going on?
Matisse is getting a lot. Have you paid people? What have you done here, lads?
Allow it, man.
He's got his family watching.
No, that is not criminal about to allow it,
Is it Emma?
Yeah, allow it,
Is it Emma in the chat?
Pulling his
Huh?
sheets.
Is it Emma in the chat?
No.
Allow it.
So Liverpool played Norwich.
What's going on here?
Newport, the mighty Newport County versus Manchester
Can't
United.
wait. That's a proper tie right there.
Yeah,
That's
you just
proper
see it,
FA
don't you?
Cup
You can see
heritage.
it.
Do you remember when Liverpool played Hampton Waterloo, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ages ago.
I'd love
It's
it.
light work, innit?
I'd
for
love it.
United.
It's nothing's like work for United, mate. Nothing.
Newport.
I don't know, man. I know, and I don't mean to wind people up, but this is the type of game they're not playing that well, United, man. And like, if Newport, listen, I think they'll scrape it. I think they'll scrape it, but I don't think it's going to be as cut and dry as you think. I think it's going to be one of them
Come on.
proper FA Cup ties, man.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that game.
Is that on TV?
Oh, who was that
think
team
so,
we
yeah.
put?
It's on my
Marine.
TV.
Like Marine. Yeah.
That was a Liverpool one. That definitely beat
Definitely
one.
on TV.
It's got to be a Fernandez dive, innit? He's got to get a penalty. He's got to win 1-0.
He dived in the game against
Yeah,
Wigan.
Yeah, and then it'll be, and then Flex will come in and go Ten Hag masterclass, lad, and we'll all sit there and laugh at him. So that's what's going to happen.
But I think United have been on TV in the FA Cup something like 64 times on the spin. Something like that.
It's Man United.
Yeah.
But it's huge. It's amazing for Newport. Like the money that.
Absolutely.
2-0 United.
Ugh. Yeah.
I think they'll scrape it, but I think it's going to be a rip-roaring
They have to
tie.
win. They have to win it. Like they can't lose this game. So yeah.
Newport 14th they are in League 2.
Yeah, they have to win, and they should.
But the Welsh will be right behind the team. Who's it who went? You went there a few years ago, weren't you?
Newport. I can't remember.
Did you
Was
lose?
it Tottenham
Probably.
She blocks all the
Someone to
painful
Newport.
memories out of her.
Honestly, I can't remember half the games.
we
we
might
played.
be.
It's just
Let me check.
Have we
flashes.
been to Newport?
I know Tottenham lost to Colchester. That was a great
Yeah, we
game.
lost to Colchester. That was fun. We've lost to loads of teams.
It happens
It's
to
not
everyone.
easy,
I remember
man,
Man United
going
lost
to-
to Southend. Do you remember that one ages ago?
Yeah, there was another.
Oh
one
yeah,
that we
you
lost.
did.
We did go.
You drew, and then you had to
Very
beat them in the
arse.
replay.
Yeah.
So arse.
Wow.
I love how you all remember this. I don't even remember.
No, I don't remember. I had to Google it.
What was it?
2018.
18.
That's peak.
It happens.
2018. Oh,
Yeah.
guess who our manager was again?
Again, this is a Tottenham thing.
Again.
Clearly,
Again.
it's a Tottenham thing.
We will see.
We will see, honey.
Well, we'll see if
will
Postecoglou picks up a trophy.
We will see. You leave my big Angel alone. He's been there 7 months.
Let's
You
see.
leave my
Let's see if he
Angelo.
picks up a trophy. Let's see
Leave
if he
him
can
alone.
break the cycle. You know,
He will.
Yeah, was it 2018? They drew with Tottenham.
Newport. Yeah, away. Yeah.
I don't even. Do you
Yeah,
know what?
I
I
remember it.
actually
I remember
do
it.
not remember that
And I
one
remember their
bit.
pitch, man. Like it's like
It's a bit ropey, isn't
We
it?
had,
Yeah.
we had another game. It was at home. It was
And they played
first
City as well,
round.
didn't they?
First round where we were 2-0 down to someone, and they had to get everyone off the bench, and then ended up winning 4-2.
Yeah, I
but
remember that.
Can't remember who that was either.
Yeah, I do remember that. It was
I
like
honestly, I can't
they
remember.
lost. They played Man
Someone in
City.
the
Like, they got
conference.
beat 4-1.
Yeah.
It was 2-1 until the 89th minute.
We played Marine. We played them.
Marine?
Colchester. Yeah, Marine.
Marine's a
just-
Scouts team, love from Beetle.
We played someone else on a Friday night, and it was someone again that was like a really
Marine.
crappy. Oh, it might have been Tranmere. Might have been
Tranmere.
Across there, yeah, they're the
Sorry
Wolves.
for
They're
calling you
across
crappy.
the water them ones.
It was Tranmere.
So
we
what we
did
go?
beat Tranmere.
What we going? Man United to win this.
Yeah, damn
Yeah.
right. They better lad.
I reckon
2-0.
1-0.
Oh yeah, the Norwich one. I remember that. That was bad. That was just before
But
COVID.
Hold on. 1-0 too.
1-0 to United. but
Wickham, we
It's
played
going to be a
Wickham.
very tough. They're tough grounds to go to.
Yeah,
them lower league grounds, man. They're tough. I remember us going to Wimbledon once, man. We got battered by Wimbledon, and I don't even know whether they was in the league at the time. You know? They're tough grounds to go to. They're tight. They're compact. You know, you get these superstars like Casemiro and that. All of a sudden, they're getting changed in the back of a lorry. You know what I mean? And things like that. No, it happens, man.
Listen, I remember when I always remember when Arsenal played Sutton
Sutton.
United.
Yeah.
And I
The
went-
pie.
Sutton with the
The
pie.
pie. The pie.
Yeah.
guy.
The guy with the pie was chatting
was
to him.
brilliant.
They
I
gave
love
us
that
full
game.
access, right? And I remember going to the
That was
change
brilliant.
rooms. And I said to the guy, I go, well, Arsenal they
Changing in there,
changing in there. He goes, yeah.
Like when you're at
And
school.
I swear, right? It was like a Sunday, like when you go
Sunday league.
Yeah.
You know, like it was bad.
Love
man.
it, man.
And I was like, I would love to just picture these players
In this, yeah.
in that change room.
I think one.
But they've all started from that level. So
Yeah,
they should
yeah.
No, but I think we went to West Ham went to a place one time. I can't remember where it was. I think it was when we was in the Championship and someone come up from League One, and we went to their ground. And they got to the changing room and they're like, we're not getting changed in here. They went back to the hotel to get changed.
Mad.
And we got beat. because it inspired the players.
Lads.
They was like,
wow,
who the fuck do they think they are? These big boys from the Premier League.
That's mad.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's mad.
Yeah. You're right though. When you go to these little tight grounds,
It's hard, man.
You don't, what it is, right? These games, it's like the Premier League team gets off to a good start, it's over.
Yeah.
But
if you let them come into the
you
game,
let them get like say they get an early goal, sit in.
It's not just
make it difficult. Those are the type of FA Cup games
it's
we
that
like
type
to
of
see.
game, man, where every tackle's going to be met with
Yeah.
You're going to have people like Casemiro and Rashford
Getting
falling into
volleyed
ground, and some
everywhere.
geezer screaming in his ears, fucking licking him with a bit of pie on his mouth. Still, it's going to be that tight, man. Them grounds, and they're not easy to go to.
Do you know what else is a great equaliser as well? When the quality of the pitch is poor, it makes better teams drop the quality.
Do you think Ten Hag might rest thinking that Newport is going to be a
can't.
breeze?
He can't afford to make.
Because if he
any
does that,
slip-ups
if
in, like,
he does that, then we
Listen,
got a
Newport,
game.
his job could be done.
yeah, damn right.
That's what
lads.
but the thing is, look, I'm sure he's going to pay respect. But if he doesn't, you know, sometimes like a manager might not really know what it's like going to League Two. They might not know.
I don't know.
He's been here 2 years now, and he should know, lad. Don't respect. Okay, respect.
Newport at the moment is saying they're nicknamed the Exiles. Are saying they're on their best form of the season so far and have risen to 14th.
That's brilliant.
So. But I don't think it's going to happen. Give us your prediction.
2-0 Man United.
1-0 Man United.
2-9.
I've got 2-0 as well.
I've got 3-0.
I want everybody to just go Man United wins as well.
think
Just
it's,
so
yeah,
if it does happen,
we all come
I
back.
think it's a 3-0 United. They'll get the job done. Clara Bitsy says, Doyle, what about the Szoboszlai and Jota dives?
What about the dives? What are you talking about?
You
Did we mention
mentioned
any dives? Did we
She's
mention any
asked
dives?
me that.
They don't dive. Liverpool players have never dived in their lives, guys. Okay.
Jota.
Yeah, Jota. It was a dive. It was a dive. It was a dive, lad. It definitely was. But they were still crap, and we still beat them because Moyes put on crap players, lad. So it was one of them. We still won, didn't we? So yeah, it was a dive. So, I'm sorry about that. But I don't know what the Szoboszlai one. Where was that dive? Was that against Brentford? When he got volleyed everywhere and he could have broke his leg or something. That one, is that what you're talking about?
Desperate for a win.
I don't remember that. Anyway, we've come to the end of the show today. So lots of big games going on in the FA Cup. But the big one, I think, is that one. The Abbi Summers derby. Tottenham Hotspur versus Man City.
I'm only a City fan when it's up against you. That's it.
Well, I'm a City fan tomorrow, I'll tell you.
Fine.
Come on, step there. Big game. No, this one's just got nothing with me and you. We're just vibes.
We're just chilling.
Yeah, chilling. Man. Rest.
Watching
Big Villa fan
You don't know
tomorrow, so.
people say the sports fan and watch some good football.
Should we go to Qatar? Have a little ride on a camel and that.
I would go back. But no, there should be some great FA Cup games this weekend. Make sure you check out DR Sports here. Thank you very much to our panel, to Nicky.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doyle, to Matisse and Abby. You're going to be off on a little
I'm off.
break.
Excursion.
Yeah.
But we will find you. If you don't
Don't worry, I'll send you a video. Don't you worry. I'll see you on the 8th.
The one thing we know is even if you lose, where you told us you're going, you will be okay. So.
I will be okay.
All right, so thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to subscribe here to DR Sports. And we will be back on Monday with the weekend roundup, rounding up all of these games. We'll get the results in. Can Newport pull off a big shock? Will Tottenham get the
They're
job
saying
done?
the Midlands derby got left out.
Oh yeah, the
West Brom
Midlands,
Wolves.
West Brom Wolves. Yeah.
Oh, Robbie. You can't leave them out.
I've got a friendly place for
You
West
can't
Brom.
do that.
That's a heavy one.
You can't
That
park
is
there, Robbie.
That is actually a big... They didn't put that on my list.
You can't park there.
Hold on. They didn't put... Not my fault. They didn't put it on my list.
It's on the list, guys.
It's on the list. But no, it's a disgrace because they didn't highlight it. And that's actually one of the... Actually,
That's a big
that'd
game.
be a game
That's probably the third.
Just highlighted it right now, live.
That will actually be a game I'll be looking forward to as well because that is a massive game. West Brom and Wolves, they're just
Midlands
down
West Brom
the
at home,
each
isn't
other.
it?
That's a naughty derby.
That
Yeah.
is a naughty
That's a
derby.
naughty derby.
That's a good derby.
Yeah.
And that's what these trophies do. They bring us games like this that you don't
Sunderland,
have.
Newcastle we had as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's wonderful to see.
Needed.
Oh, Sunderland.
Yeah.
That's a good game, man.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
That's a good... And both teams doing well. West
yeah.
Brom been doing well in the Championship.
Wolves all day long.
Hard to call.
Very difficult to call.
You're going Wolves all day?
All day.
I don't think it's a straightforward.
I think it's going to be a proper
Wolves
scrap.
have been really good lately. I've back Wolves.
Yeah, I would say I'll back Wolves as
They
well.
play good football.
They do.
Shock for me, West Brom.
It might be a little bit too much for West Brom.
I'm gonna go-
Against the
I'm gonna go-
absolute
Thomas
derby.
Asante, West Brom. Watch out for him.
I'm going to
Really
go for
good player.
a draw. 2-2.
I'm going to go for a draw in both legs. Both.
Wow,
Ooh.
really? Wow, okay.
West Brom winning this for me. Thomas Asante goal.
1-0.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1. That'd be great. That place would be
Proper,
rocking.
yeah.
Rocking.
I'll say 2-2.
I've been against, right? I'll give you a story. I've been against West Brom in a lot of games, right? Because I never forget
Baggies.
the last season before they went down. I parked my car there. In there was a car park opposite the ground. You've been
Yeah.
They got in car parks. There's a little industrial estate. I said to the guy, I said, "Listen, what time do you close it up?" Right after the game, because I go, we'll be doing interviews and that. And he goes, "Oh no, it's open for ages. We opened about 4 hours after."
Yeah.
When we went back, it was all chained up.
Mad.
My car was locked inside. I couldn't get it. So I had to
leave it there.
Yeah, couldn't get the car.
Wait, so what did you do?
Right.
You stayed in West Brom?
We had to go to some hotel, and then that was the other thing. We were trying to find a hotel.
Yeah.
Right, and like every hotel was booked
of course.
out.
Because of course everybody's decided.
We
they're
had
gonna
to
stay there,
find like the
maddest.
The hotel that we found, right, was the worst hotel. One of the worst I've ever been in.
The Hotel Belafonte and all that.
Terrible. I remember when I got to the foyer, the guy goes to me, he goes, "Ain't you Robbie?"
What are you doing here?
And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "What? And you're staying here?" And that's when I knew it was going to be bad. You know, I had to sleep with I just left all my clothes on. I was like, "I'm not
open that.
Wow. You should have vlogged that, and that would have been another good piece of content.
It was awful, but you know what? I've
Gordon
forgiven
Ramsay,
you.
Hotel
I've forgiven you, West Brom. I have forgiven you, right? Because I did realise afterwards that it had nothing to do with the club. It's just, you know, when you get a bad experience of a place.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? When I went back to get my car the next day, the place was still locked, right? But luckily, we managed to get it open. I got my car out.
I remember when I went to Liverpool.
Nightmare.
I went
Liverpool,
to Liverpool once.
Very nice story, this, isn't it?
Playing at Everton, and we was trying to find. We got there late, man, late. All of a sudden, we got to. There's a car park along the Everton strip. There's like a garage, like an old garage there, and it's like it was £10.
The ghetto where Everton's going to have this, by the way. The ghetto, County Road.
He went to me. There's no parking space. I went, "Come on, mate, like we are desperate now. Look, there's nowhere to park." He went, "Leave 30 quid and your keys on the dashboard." Fuck off, I'm not no way, mate. No way. He'd put his keys around the sky. I don't even think he worked there.
He was like, "I'll have your car and a pack of tickets on the way home, lad."
I don't even think he worked there. I went like, "Come on, mate, let us in," because it was all closed up. He went, "Just leave 30 quid and your keys on the dashboard." I went, "My keys on the dashboard? What are you talking about?"
I can tell some great. I got one more before we go. Right, we went to Villa.
Brilliant, that.
We went to Villa, right, and this is a few years back. Parked my car, right, and there was lots of little dodgy utes around the place with hoods, roadmen style. It was like, one kid comes up to me. He goes, "Yeah," he goes, "You want to park here?" I said, "It's free parking. What on about?"
It's not free.
Because it was just like in the area. He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "Not around here, it's not." I said, "Well, where's the paying thing then?" He goes, "Nah."
You'll pay.
He goes, "We run that." He goes, "We run that."
You'll pay.
He goes, "You can leave it, right, and not give us nothing, but a lot of cars get scratched up around here." I'm like, "Yo, what are you saying?" And then, I mean, he goes, "I'm just saying, like, I'm
Just a businessman, Robbie, lad.
right." So it's just the way he dropped it, right? I was just like, I was thinking, should I give him the money just to look after it? And I was like, you know what? I go, "Nah, man." I go, "Listen." I go, "If anything happens to that car, I'll find you." I go, "If I wait round it for the whole day, I'll come back. I'll put it on him."
Right.
And then and I remember we went into the game and I kept thinking to myself,
My car, yeah.
I was like,
Me
what?
car.
I kept thinking to myself, what an idiot, man. Just give the guy a tenner, just give him a tenner, man. What's the tenner? I'm going to come back there, his car's all scratched up. But when I got back, it was actually all right.
Okay.
But they were literally
You took a risk.
Yeah, he put the
They
finger
were
in him, lad.
literally taking money off of everyone to just park your car in. And
The Don.
Gotta do it, lad.
yeah, big them up, man. Entrepreneurs, bro.
The Don got away with it.
Entrepreneurs, big them up.
He's got
Listen, that's
trained
it.
of parking garages now.
All started with me getting 20 quid off, Robbie.
they work for me now, you know. Now, listen, thanks for watching the show. Right, we will be back on Monday with the weekend roundup, so make sure you check it out. And yeah, listen, it's been brilliant. We'll see you, and good luck to all the teams in the FA Cup, apart from Spurs.
Right.